Hey there, how's it going? Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. It is an amazing day because I just found out InVideo AI has its 3.0 version now. And this is pretty cool. I mean, the 3.0 is changing the game because it's now claiming to be able, the samples that I'm seeing claim that you're able to create a full story by just giving a prompt. And this thing will use animated video or will use whatever style you design, cinematic, whatever the case, to create that short film. All cuts, everything done. All you need to do is give it the prompt. This is pretty awesome. And InVideo AI, as you know, is one of the top AI video generators. I cover that at length here or there, whatever, you know what I mean. You got to check it out. It's pretty awesome. So let's go for it. I'm going to test it the right way. I have a full length script. I got a full prompt. I try my best at that prompt. I'm going to cover that with you and then see what happens because I don't know what it's going to do. But then we're going to see the samples, and those samples, as you know, are amazing. The one thing is you got to be careful with samples because samples could just be little traps, right? They make you believe that you can do that. But then when you go use it, it's not the same result. Let's go. Okay, so here we are, and here is the prompt. We have create a 2-minute long animated film. So notice that I have done quite a bit of detail here. The first sentence was actually added by InVideo AI. Make sure that you are using InVideo AI. Again, check out the video that I did before. I did 3 videos already on this. But this is updates. We have updates in InVideo AI with 3.0 that look amazing. So I wrote this part below right here. All of this, I wrote it. Okay. Now, it added all of this here because I went through a selection process. And I will show you what that is like on the second rendition of this, another story, and see what happens. But now, let's go ahead and generate. So what happens here with InVideo AI, when you click generate, it starts looking at that text and analyzes it. It uses AI, obviously, to weigh all the different matches on words and specific things. So it could actually find or generate the images to then create the videos and apply the motion and do all those things. So, if you think about it, it's an amazing amount of work that it's doing automatically. And that's the beauty of AI, if anything. So if you're going to be, let's say, championing AI, is basically because it can save you a bunch of time. And if it saves you a bunch of time, then you can use that time for other things or save money. And this is the part that everybody needs to think about when they're in corporate, in business, and everything else. Unfortunately, when I go to work, I don't hear a lot about saving time and saving money. But hey, I get paid, so that's cool. So I'm talking to you right now because we're letting the time elapse and see how long this will take to create a short film. And this film is called Social Engineering, a Hacker's Best Weapon. So as you know, I work as an instructional designer. I'm a manager of instructional design at a cybersecurity firm, a cybersecurity training firm. So I'm super interested about this because I generate videos all the time with InVideo AI that I do for intros. I do quick 30-second intros for e-learning courses or anything like that on a regular basis. So for video is a great way to illustrate a quick concept, quickly illustrate a concept. People pay attention, they watch the stuff, as long as you don't go too long, right? Ideally, you want to stay within like 2 or 3 minutes if you're doing it within a course. And the reason being is cognitive overload and everything else, right? So if you're watching a video for too long, then you lose that interest, or maybe you keep the interest, but keeping that interest is taking a lot of that good real estate that you will use then for other things in the course. All right, so we've gone through the process here. It's taking about 2 minutes or so. And here we are with the last options. So what I love about InVideo AI has been improved tremendously in 1 year, folks. This is what you have to pay attention to. No L&D app has ever done this, grown this fast in just a year. And when I say L&D, I mean learning and development, corporate learning. That's what I do. So now we're going to pick the audience. We'll say audience is cybersecurity pros. Absolutely. Maybe they take into this. Maybe they take, if I go general audience, it will be less detailed. If I go cybersecurity pro, it may use some technical terms. So I want to keep it there. The media pace. Is it rapid cuts, normal, slow? I'm going to go with rapid cuts. And then platform, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. This is a smart way of asking you where the video is going to go, because what is going to decide is what the aspect ratio is for the video. So 16:9 for YouTube, 9:16 for YouTube Shorts, and 1:1 for Instagram Reels, or LinkedIn. Usually is 1:1, I believe. It's 1080 by 1080 or something like that. All right, so other parts here to consider. You can go edit the prompt why edit the prompt? You don't even know what it looks like. And then you click continue, and that's going to cost 120 credits. So they are, all this stuff works by credits, and I'll explain that after the video. So let's go ahead and continue. Now, in my case, and in your case probably, this video needs generated credits to continue. You can add a $20 one-time on $20 and 120 generated credits, or go for the generated plan. So apparently I don't have the generated plan, I guess, or have exceeded my generated plan. You do have like 50 minutes of generative AI and things like that. So this is I'm not gonna go for that $1,000 premium yet, because I'm not trying to make money on this yet. But okay, based on this news, we're going to do one plan. We're going to do one $20 thing. This video is a $20 video. Great. And I'm going to show you the pricing here. So this is nice. They did this. So I'm currently on the $20 plan. I have 50 AI minutes and 80 AI stock, but no generative credits. To switch, you need to switch to the $48 a month, and you will get 60 generative credits. All right, so now you can start seeing how expensive this can get, because the actual generative stuff that we're talking about, which is supposed to be groundbreaking, and by the way, I think it's using Sora, it's gonna get expensive. Let's go. I'm gonna do it. Let's do it. $20 video. Let's go. Hopefully I can make this $20 some other way. But I love my subscribers, and that's the main deal. Subscribers are awesome. We're almost at 300. You could be part of the 300 troop. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like the video, and you're cool. Oh, look, I bought $20 video. All right, so I got it. Let's go. But you know what? Let's go ahead and watch some of the samples while this thing is cooking, and then we can do that. Yeah, I think that's a cool one. Let's go ahead and try to do that. So I think I can actually navigate away while this thing is cooking. And this is, this is the InVideo v3.0 now live. So you understand, 3.0 is an enhanced way of developing videos. And there were some pretty cool ones. There were some ones that are kind of interesting. So for example, here's one called The Exorcist. And this is a story of continental horror. I'm going to cut the audio, but it's continental horror, and it has some cool details. Like, this is supposed to be an Indian man that gets possessed by a Spanish demon or something like that. The funny thing is that then the dude turns into a Hulk. And so that everything was fine. We got up to this and I was like, okay, looks a little Hulkish, but all right. So then we have animated stuff. Oh, by the way, what I'm doing with this hacker stuff is animated, so we'll see what happens. But this is 60 seconds.
My beloved Africa.
There you go, and you got narration there. 60 seconds long video, YouTube, the heart of Africa, where the sun kisses the earth. Look at that. That's, I'm gonna cut, well, let's play it.
Where the sun kisses the earth.
Cool. I would have liked to start with, I noticed one thing about these videos or some of these engines, and I want to see what happens on my video. But they tend to, I like B-roll. Like I like contextual footage with some music before, you know, warming up, right? And I just open them up the video and here goes the narration and let's go. I like some of that music to kind of set the mood and stuff like that. So I mean, if I would have heard like some drums and then this pan in, no voice yet, you know, African monarchs, ladies and straight in the window. So once you get this African monarchs in the center, man, let's get the narration going and whatnot. But okay, let's go.
A legacy of strength, wisdom, and leadership unfolds.
Wow.
From the ancient pharaohs of Egypt to the revered.
Wow, look at that. So something convinced me here is that this, I think InVideo AI just went and tapped into Sora. That's basically what's happening here. And you know, I did the video on Sora. That was the last video of this. Go check it out. Doing the finger thing. It's over there. It's over there. But it's using Sora. And Sora has amazing details. As I told you before, video is the hard. Once AI beats video, is the hardest. It's the hardest challenge that it has. So video is the hardest challenge because of faces and movement. But look at these buildings.
Queen and Zinger of anger.
And when it comes to animation, it's not gonna have an issue because look, it's just
a fierce warrior.
It's just drawn. You know what I mean?
Who fought against colonial forces.
Okay, so now here you see the eye situation right there, right? So that's the only thing that it cannot do. But look everything else. Abs, or like, you know, torso, hands, the hand on the sword. The sword is a little slanted here, so I missed that. Here are your guards. Your guards look kind of weird, but that's fine.
With unmatched courage.
But I mean, if you got fast movement here, you're not gonna notice that. You're not gonna, you know, unless you stop it and slow it down, you're not gonna notice it. And that's the important thing. So this thing is still cooking, my friends, and we are now probably at 3 minutes or so. So that was a cool video. Now let's check out this one.
In the wasteland, power hangs in the
Ooh, this one sounds very Batman-like.
balance, a race where winner takes it all.
Okay, so that's cool. You see this, but you notice how the vehicles are sliding to the left. So unless there's a new, and it's a Chinese truck or a Tesla truck that does this. So.
Immortan Joe's reign.
Okay, so the cool thing about the story is that it introduces a character. You get a character introduction there. Look at that.
The engines roar to life.
All right. Oh man, the detail in this is just freaking awesome. We're still at 27%, so I'm gonna hang out with you here. Hopefully we get what we need, but let's check out some of the samples a little more. All right, so let's watch the motion on this cars and trucks. Okay, I caught something here, and I think it's, look, double wheels on this vehicle, but let me see if I put it back here. Aha, there it is. There it is. So there are some hallucinations, some little misses, right? So we got 2 wheels, 3 wheels. Where's the 4th one? I don't see it, right? So if we slide this forward, then that tire comes in the back, or appears in the back. All right, cool deal. So we have
You're a friend and foe alike. The weak and unlucky fall victim to Joe's tricks.
Oh man, that is freaking awesome. Look at that detail. Look at what it did there, like that. Oh man, it applied the vignette. It's got the changing color, so you can like notice that change and pay attention. I do this a lot on videos, especially for learning. It's super great because that's what you have to do to drive attention. But wow, it is freaking great. And it's hard to believe that this is only 35 seconds.
The determined keep going fearlessly.
Oh my God, look at the detail on that thing. Are you kidding me? Look at this. These faces are amazing.
The finish line up.
Wait a minute. This is not, no way. No, okay, there it is. Now, so you slow it down, you'll notice her eyes shift a little bit, but the dude's eyes, they're not going anywhere. His face is fine. His arms seem to be a little short. But no, not really. I mean, not really. I mean, this, if you're not looking for it, this passes as a good
Going fearlessly.
video.
The finish line appears on the horizon.
Look at that vehicle.
One final obstacle stands between the racers and victory. At the moment of triumph, a new order rises from the ashes.
Wow, that script is great. Let's see. Oh, another thing that we have with AI video that is an issue is consistency. So keeping the same face throughout characters and stuff. And that's the second challenge there. Okay, eyes, a little bit of a shift there in the gaze, but I mean, I think the detail in the lips, face, and everything, just, it's gonna fool your brain to think this is a real human. Now, look at this. This is incredible. I don't care who you are. It doesn't matter what you say. I mean, it doesn't matter. When I was growing up, I'm going to give my age now. When I was growing up, the idea was AI, robots, and, self-talking robots, and, self-driving vehicles. I remember there was a Nissan, there was a concept vehicle. I used to geek out on some geek publications back in the day, growing up. But yeah, this, no one said, hey, you know what? And you're gonna be able to just write a couple of sentences, and you're gonna get a full cinematic thing. This thing is just gonna make it for you. No one ever said anything about this. At least I missed the memo. I didn't get that. Oh look, there's a little Kung Fu Panda action here. All right, well, let's see what that is like. Kung Fu Panda.
Let me tell you a story of our dragon warrior's beginning. Long ago, in a village of pandas, a young cub named Po lived in peace. The air was filled with laughter.
Okay, the animation is good. Now notice, I mean, here's a little detail with that leg went through the head of that little cub, but I mean,
and the scent of bamboo.
Those are little things we're looking for.
That peace was shattered by an attack.
Wow.
The sky turned as red as fire. Poe's mother, brave and loving, made a choice that would change.
Oh my God, look at that little, oh, come on, little baby.
Change everything. Her eyes filled with tears and determination. She hid her son in a crate of radishes, ensuring his safety. The little panda, unaware of his journey's beginning.
Oh, the little panda got caught in the crate. Pretty awesome. All right, well, this video will end at 30 minutes if I don't stop now. Let's go to the finished video. It's only 34%, so we're cutting to the finished product. All right, are you ready? The final output is here. Let's check it out. This is going to be fun. Also, I'm going to show you some of the refinements we need to do, because obviously we cannot expect it to be perfect. So here we are, and we have social engineering, a hacker's best weapon. First problem we run into is added a title, and the title, you cannot really read hacker. So I checked on that, and what it is added some kind of if you click edit here, you'll be able to arrange in InVideo AI. You can actually address replacements on media, replacements on music, change some of the script, and obviously the settings for what you have there, and the settings of the volume and everything else. So this is kind of cool. This is actually new, by the way. The settings, I like it. I like it quite a bit. I don't know what I'm looking at here with these characters, but I'm interested. So yep, on save changes, good. We're all good there. Let's go ahead and save those changes, I guess. What's it called? InVideo AI wants to break now, so it didn't let me go further there with edits, but I'm gonna check this for you. So the first thing is we're gonna play, and I'm gonna show you a few things, but it's quite interesting. So let's go ahead and play it.
In the world of cybersecurity, the most dangerous weapon isn't a complex algorithm or a sophisticated virus.
All right, so you see those captions? I actually gave you the instructions to give me those captions. That's another beautiful thing about InVideo AI. But I did ask it to do an animated style and do a Pixar Studio sort of style. Interesting thing, because I asked it to do that. I don't know why I threw the dude from The Incredibles in here, but it did. So, assuming that, again, this is all generated media, so it's not that it's picking stock footage. Let's see what happens if we do a bit of a refresh here, and what is it doing? It seems to be picking on superheroes for whatever reason. So once I made that change, it went over to these characters here. We'll see what we have on this.
The most dangerous weapon isn't a complex algorithm or a sophisticated virus. It's something much simpler, yet far more effective: social engineering. Meet our hacker. Let's call her Pixel. She's not your typical computer.
Wow.
And there's her target, Mr.
All right, so here we are. So here's the interesting thing. The one thing that it didn't really do well is consistency. And you will pay attention to this. If you pay attention with me, you know what I'm talking about. So consistency meaning keeping the same characters throughout the video. AI still struggles with this. Let's check it out. And wait, I cannot. I have to do that. Okay, never mind.
Mr. Bowtie, a high-flying executive with valuable data on his phone. Day after day, Pixel.
So that's funny. So I added, in my prompt, I said that this executive is wears a bow tie. But the funny part is that it picked that up and said, okay, well, now we're going to call this person Mr. Bowtie.
Pixel watches Mr. Bowtie's routine. Same time, same place, same macchiato. She notices his love for coffee.
There you go. So now we got two other characters. This sort of looks the same, but this one is animated. It's got the bow tie. It picked that up. That's good. So we'll see.
His predictable schedule and his trusting nature. Pixel knows that information is power, and she's gathering plenty of it.
Pixel is a cool hacker. She's got nice nails. Look at the two-tone color nails. Now, so pretty awesome, pretty impressive in that sense. It needs a ton of corrections that we have to do here, and there are some corrections to make, of course, but there is a ton of potential here where you can actually really work well on your scripting and then generate this. What are some of the things we need to think about? Well, I will say this. In essence, you got to think about money, right? How much is it going to cost? And then effort. This took an hour. So me writing the prompt, that was like 5 minutes. But this generation of the whole thing took an hour. And this is to generate about, I believe, 2 minutes of video or something like that. Yeah, so 2 minutes and 9 seconds. It wrote the script. It added the voices. It did the captions. It created this footage or found this footage of animation and did all of that. As we know, what are the issues? Well, it's not consistent with the characters. We have the sections breaking, One thing that did get sort of consistent was Pixel's face.
Pixel has a plan.
Now, what gets tricky about this is that it's using Pixel's sort of facial features, but then there's a mix of reality or like photorealistic images. I will show you that in a sec here. So obviously there's some work needed. Now, this is also covering that section of the script. What happens here is the hacker that is, doing surveillance on a target, an executive, and realizes, okay, this guy likes a bunch of coffee. I'm just gonna bump into him, and then I offer a gift card. The gift card has a barcode. The barcode has malware.
Ready to strike. She times her approach perfectly, just as Mr. Bowtie leaves the cafe. Oops, a perfectly timed accident.
Now this is pretty cool. Like the whole, I mean, you got to think this is just a computer that created this stuff. Now, what you're gonna find here too, we need to pay attention, is eyes, hands as well, right? See this right here? That is a hand. That's a finger that is maybe his or not his, and that's a problem. But the same problem happens with actually happens with Articulate AI Assistant, which I'm doing a video on that coming up soon. So what do we have? This is great.
Pixel acts embarrassed.
Very exciting. Super exciting. Maybe because I picked this pixel animation stuff is not as good. Maybe if I go photographic is better. You've seen the samples that I showed before. So I'm still on the fence, but it's InVideo AI. So I use it every day in many cases, and I use it to create the stock image stuff. So this 3.0 generating just with prompts is super exciting. Super exciting. All right, that's all I got. Thank you, all of you. We're close to the 300 subscribers. You're awesome. Hit subscribe, like, comment, ask questions. I'm here for you. Let's do it.